13 years since we last.
It's a very proud feeling. It's me personally, something that we always speak about in the dressing room is trying to create history. We're a very strong team, but we just need to continue being more consistent, and it's something that we've been doing at home for quite some time now. I think with the last 2 years or so, we've been defending home court really nicely. So, yes, very proud feeling. I'm sure all the guys are very happy with the work that they've been putting in for the last couple of series. So it's great to get a win here, and as we all know, it's about what, 30-something years, you said?
31 years, according to Ian Bishop.
Yes, I think I wasn't born yet. So again, very, very good feeling for the guys from inside.
Something changed from the last match to this match that kept that momentum going. And what do you plan to do to keep it going?
We just need to be more clinical with our players. It's important that we assess the situations better. I think that's something that we did, and we adapted very nicely for the last 2 games, especially in the bowling department. The bowlers stuck to each and every plan that we wanted to execute. And then similar with the batters, we had an idea of how we wanted to go about playing against their spinners, especially in the middle. Yesterday we probably could have been a little bit better. There's always areas to improve, but those are things that we highlighted as a group in the last few meetings. So progression is there, and we just need to be consistent if we want to continue winning games and winning series.
What was this pitch today for play?
It was a bit challenging, honestly. I think I'm not sure the degrees have turned today as opposed to the last game, but it was very challenging, especially to get going on the surface. They bowled well. Ball was getting a lot of grip from the spinners, but all in all, as a bowling unit, when we came out to bowl, because I think 290 was a damn good score on that surface, especially with the way how the pitch was spinning, how it was a little bit slow. It wasn't necessarily coming on. It wasn't the easiest to come out and have a normal stroke play. But again, if you have 290, close to 300 on the board, and you bowl the ball in the right areas and you stick to your plans, you're always going to be ahead of the game.
Tell us about your 100. You came in and the series was in a spot of butter. What was your mindset when you came?
The initial thing was to go as deep as possible. That's one thing I always pride myself on. I try to limit as many dot balls as I can, still keeping that positive mindset. Any opportunity I get to take a boundary or score, I want to take it. But like I said before, it was very tough going. They bowled well. It was difficult to get those easy singles in the middle, especially with their fielders squeezing, because that's one thing that opposition fielders tend to do against us. They come in very close, they stop those easy singles. So you got to be precise with your stroke play, your contact points when you're trying to hit the ball into certain gaps. So that's one of the biggest challenges that I faced today as a batter. But then in the back end, we just decided, okay, we needed to get 270, 280, and we surpassed that and got a bonus. So happy about that.
It seems that Pakistan was playing on a different pitch. Was it because of our bowlers?
I think it's a bit of both. You know, when you have scoreboard pressure to deal with, and then, like I said before, the guys stuck to each and every plan. They executed the lines and lengths that we talked about. To particular batters, the same thing. We had certain plans for certain batters, so it's important that we use this learnings from this series and realize, acknowledge the things that we did well and try to replicate it going forward.
We have had a long season starting from the UK tour. How is it important to end on a high like today?
Yeah, very important, especially when as a team, holistically as a West Indian team, we haven't had the success that we wanted, and we understood that, we all hurt. The fans hurt, the players probably hurt even more. So we certainly want to get a lot more positive results for the fans, one, and then for ourselves as well. So it's great to finish here. Hopefully the guys, going into CPL, we're gonna be against one another this time. So we're gonna have some fun there, and it's great to finish on a high.
As I mentioned, going straight to CPL, and then after CPL, I think we have to go to Qatar, then
Yep.
see Super 50, and then we still back on our West Indies maroon.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get the time to reset? Because of course, mental health is another thing you have to look at.
I don't know if I'm the best person to answer that question, because I don't think there is a time to reset. Unfortunately, I don't have that luxury. I'm playing all 3 formats now, so it's very difficult for me to manage that time, but I'm still trying to find the best way to manage that time, because as you said, rightfully said, the mental side of the game is probably even more important than the physical side these days. So it's still something I'm working on, trying to get better at, but hopefully I can manage it, for the next couple of years.
A word on seals. taking the sixer.
Yeah, a quality bowler. He's showcased his skills, especially in the wet ball format, and then transferring that straight into the white ball. He's been progressing so nicely, hitting those areas that we speak about, sticking to the plans, keeping it as simple as possible, and making it hard work for the opposition batters.
It seems that you wanted him to get a 5 out because you brought him back late.
Yeah, you have to. You know, it's something. I don't think he didn't have one before this game, so it's something that, you know, a fast bowler always wants to get a 5-wicket haul in any format. So at that stage of the game, we broke the back of their batting already, and obviously we're trying to keep the foot on the neck. So it's important that we, you know, get the strike bowler who's been doing well for that period of time to come back on and see if we can get some more inroads and finish the game off. And he did just that in his last 2 overs there. So yeah, great to see him progressing, great to see him doing well on a more consistent basis, and I hope he can continue.
All right. That's it.